Hey, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? This your boy Rob Thomas Jr. This is the real news behind the news. It's just one of the mornings I can't sleep, y'all, man. So much stress on my mind, and it's basically one of those things where you know, instead of being all depressed, I decided to let you all, just do this video. I know a lot of people won't probably see this video till tomorrow. I mean, later on today. But today is June 9th, 2021, and we had two subscribers to watch. But right now, I'm just alone by myself on this show, man. On this broadcast. Uh, can't sleep, man. You know. But first of all, let's talk about what the topic of this show says. There's going to be some changes to this show. Now we're going to stay true to our message, the way we do the message, though. How I bring forward the message is going to change. Matter of fact, let me put this up here. Just y'all give me 1 second. Y'all give me just 1 second. Y'all give me just 1 second. Bear with me.
I know, but I thought he was there. Look like.
All right. As y'all come in, man, please, thank you for that one like that we got. We got 3 people watching. I'm surprised because it's late early. I mean, it's morning time, and again, I just can't sleep, man. I got so much stress on my head, man. I ain't never been in such a situation in my entire life. Please, as y'all join us, man, leave your comments, hit the like button. But anyway, Chai, get back over there, little girl. Get back over there. Go, Chai. Go, little pretty girl. Good girl. Go sit. Yeah. I'm doing this video to let you all know that this channel has been, you know, um, allowed to get monetization for our videos. Now, keep in mind, that don't mean we finna get rich. Quite contrary. It takes a lot of views, a lot of watch hours, a lot of likes and shares to even get a couple pennies from YouTube. But we have been blessed and allowed. I thought I had a sticker that somebody had. Dang it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it takes a lot of views and watch hours. It's a lot of stuff that goes into the monetization. But what's going to happen is that from now on, before you see these videos, there's going to be sponsors before the video starts. You know how well they ask you to click to skip those advertisements. That's a blessing, y'all. But with the blessing comes responsibility on my behalf, and the responsibility on my behalf is that I'm going to have to stop a lot of the aggressive cursing and the flat out blatant arrogant swagger that I have. That does not mean my message is going to change. I thank God that I'm blessed with enough intelligence to understand that I'm gonna be real. A lot of times I curse just to offend people and shock people because I do believe in today's time you have to shock people into accepting ideas. You know, you got to make something so shocking that people will investigate it just because they're offended by it. You know, I don't never really mean any harm when I be aggressive. It's just that by nature, you know, I'm a fighter by nature, man. And you know, like right now, I'm fighting a lot of stuff, man. I've been very depressed, especially the last 3 weeks with all this rain, man. It basically has handicapped me, and I've been learning to humble myself. And through our StreamYard, which I have yet to do a live podcast through StreamYard. Hopefully, as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to do a live StreamYard broadcast, and I wish that you all would join me over there on that platform. But yeah, in order to get these advertisers, I'm going to have to watch my language, you know, and basically be a little bit more palatable. When I say palatable, that means being able to say the same thing without the offensiveness that comes with it. Because who's going to want to sponsor this show with all the cursing and stuff? You know, and right now we can use those sponsors because, again, no offense to our subscribers, but you know, we can't get the support financially from our subscribers. There's 1 or 2 subscribers that always has helped us through these last 3 months, and you know, they can't do it all. You know, and like I get tired of asking for the financial support because, again, I've never had to ask anybody for anything, man. But during these last 3 months, since we had the little issue with the other house, we've been stuck in this hotel, man. And it's really humbling. Like right now, man, y'all gotta give me a second, bro, because right now I'm going through an issue here at this hotel. You know, again, I'm not gonna tell all my business, but that's part of the reason why I can't sleep. I'm so stressed. So I'm here to do what I know to do, man. Just, you know, talk. A lot of times we as people, man, we hold things in, and it makes the problem even worse. You know, you either can get depressed, you either get angry and you blow up at other people that don't deserve it. You know, you can actually get sick from holding things in. Sometimes you got to talk. Hey, I notice there's 3 of y'all here, man. Join in the conversation, please, man. Because I could be here all night. I can't sleep at all, y'all. I can't sleep knowing I'm facing what I'm facing. You know, from a man who, Lola Zach, what's up? Thank you. I mean, right now, I don't have a choice because when I always talk to you, you and a lot of other people who really support me always told me that I could reach a lot more people without all the cursing and stuff. And you know me, I'm hard headed. And it's at the point right now where I believe the Lord has allowed me to be humbled the way that I am to actually make this thing that He has given me a lot better and to reach its full potential. You gotta forgive me, like, right now I'm going through something, and I'm trying to stay strong, but it's hard. I can't sleep like this. Like right now, He's even taking my sleep away, and I do believe it's gonna be a positive change for the better. You know, it's just you know what I'm going through, Lonnie. You know what I'm waiting on, and it's getting frustrating because you know I basically had an ultimatum. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, Lonnie. For the first time, you know, I'm used to getting out there making things happen. And I can't do that no more. I don't want that part of my life no more. But right now it's hard. So I'll call you and talk to you about it in the morning. Although I did get some good news from the SBA. it's just not coming like it wants to. But anyway, this change is positive, and I know it's gonna work out for me because again, a lot of people would like to help me, but I scare a lot of people off with the aggressiveness. I remember people used to tell me, man, you need to smile a little bit more, man. You look so intimidating. People don't even want to approach you. And I had to take that into consideration because I used to have an attitude where uh, I don't care what people think. But I had to realize that that's the worst thing you could do is not care what other people think about you because that has a tendency to make people afraid to even approach you and want to learn more about you, want to be concerned about your day to day, life. And again, a lot of people, I don't understand it. A lot of people have joined, subscribed this show just over to this channel here, just over the last month or so. We've had almost 60 people. We're getting almost 2 to 3 new subscribers every day. And if I'm coming up here with all this cussing and spitting and foaming at the mouth, it's going to scare a lot of people away or make people not want to support the effort, by even just sharing or hitting the like button. So I had to realize that I had to humble myself. And, it's nothing but pride that will keep me from doing the right thing. And pride will make you homeless and hungry. Literally, pride will literally ostracize you and make you an outcast. Even though people love what you do, they don't like how you do it, and it could be very offensive at times. You know me, like at one point, just real recently, I didn't care about being offensive. I always thought the more offensive, the better. But now I do understand I can keep my message on point, and at the same time, I'm intelligent enough to know that I can say anything I want to say without cussing. But I do the cussing, just to keep it gangster. I realized I spent most of my life trying to be a real nigga, only to come to find out that I was acting like a real nigga. And when I say real nigga, that means uh, unintelligent, loudmouth, arrogant fool. And a nigga can be anybody of any color. It's just not black people, although we as black people, especially black men, find that term as a term of endearment to each other. But that term can be very offensive. So I realized that even that word I have to keep out my vocabulary. Because again, I'm wise enough to say anything that I want to say without cursing. But for so long, I've been cursing just because I can do it. And I like doing it. But that's over with because I do believe the Creator has given me these platforms. And used to tell me that all the time. And if you just, be a little bit more respectful, stop being so aggressive, people will listen and your platform will grow. And I'm looking at how my platform has been blessed to grow, even though I've been an arrogant butthole, loudmouth, filthy mouth, drunk sailor, cursing type person, and this platform is still growing. Just imagine how many more people that I can reach now that I've humbled myself. But I'm gonna need to call you in the morning, Lonnie, because I got a real serious situation over here. Just say that I got that ultimatum. I'm putting it like this. I need a little help because I gotta have this certain thing by 11 o'clock in the morning. Or me and all these puppies ain't gonna have nowhere to go. It's crazy. That's part of the reason why I can't sleep. But it is what it is. Anyway, I thank you, Lonnie. I'm proud of you. You've been my backbone all my whole life. You got so much identity in you, bro, that I have to humble myself and listen to you. And right now it was meant for you to be here, be up this time of morning because I can't sleep. I can't sleep. You know what I'm going through, and it's hard. I've never been in this situation before, and I'm dealing with it in a positive way because you know how I used to get out there and make things happen. I can't do that right today. I refuse to do it. So again, I had to do this video to you know, to just be therapeutic, you know, for as a form of therapy for myself. And at the same time, since these people on YouTube came and sent me this monetization opportunity, I would be a fool knowing that it's something as simple as cursing will stop Coca-Cola or somebody from wanting to advertise on one of my videos. And at the same time, the more that I do these videos and we start getting likes and views, YouTube will stop throttling my channel, because at one point YouTube was throttling my channel to the point where people always tell me, man, I didn't get notifications. They stopped giving me notifications, or I don't even see when I go to look for your channel, I don't even see it, because on the search engine, they got me so far at the bottom. I would be the biggest fool in the world to see a great opportunity like this being being squandered because I want to be an arrogant butthole, a loudmouth fool. You know, even the scriptures, and y'all know I'm not a religious person, but I do believe in a lot of the scriptures. And the scripture says, out of the mouth of a fool comes an abundance of words, meaning that a Negro will say a lot of stuff. And even though it might be true, it's the way you say it that makes you look foolish. So I'm the kind of person, whenever I'm wrong, you know me, I'm the first person to admit it. I'm the first person to humble myself when I know that I can do better. So in order, if you know better, then you'll do better. And right now, that's my whole goal. You know, I really do thank all the people who recently subscribed to this channel. Um, you all going to get the best part of me, whereas a lot of people are afraid to even watch my videos because it might sound like I'm cussing their grandmama. You know, again, I can be a very arrogant, loudmouth butthole when I want to. Right now, I'm through with that because, again, I do believe that the Creator has given me these platforms. I never considered myself a leader, believe it or not. I'm just a person who, even though I've done a lot of wrong, today, for some reason, I believe in justice. You're not talking to a man who has 3 felonies. All of them are my fault. I ain't never finna blame nobody for the stupid mistakes and choices that I made. But now today I understand the importance of truth and justice, because we as black people have always faced an unjust system. And I'm gonna be real, a lot of the black people who are in power are continue to facilitate the injustice that a lot of us who are on the lower rungs of society are experiencing and dealing with. You have a lot of black people in positions of power who have a vested interest in keeping the rest of us down, because they're quick to say and talk about white supremacy is the reason why black people are struggling and can't get ahead. Yet white supremacy has not stopped them from getting 3-4 degrees, making $300,000-$400,000 a year. If white supremacy is keeping the rest of us down, why were they able to thrive in a system of white supremacy, get their degrees, get these jobs, and now talk down to the rest of us that we can't do it because of white supremacy? You know, the vested interest they have is that if they told people about the importance of getting these degrees, the importance of getting the education, how they got their education, how they manipulate the system, then a lot of us would become threats to their positions. This is why all these smart people notice and the people who are always telling us about white supremacy are thriving in a system of white supremacy. So, you know what I mean? I've decided that this little business I got is not working the way it is supposed to. But think about it. It's been raining literally every day here in Shreveport for the last month. I got 2 houses to paint, have not been able to paint. You know, that was work that you needed done. I couldn't do it because of the rain. Now I'm about to literally, in about 10 hours, I'll be homeless if I can't come up with a certain amount. And this shit's crazy. And I'm really thinking about, even though we're getting close to that deposit being made, I'm really thinking I might have to get these puppies up for a week or two and go to Damon's. Hardest thing I would ever have to do. But right now, I got to, you know. But anyway, and going back to, why I do what I do is because, like, how I get in this position in the first place was we had a landfill here in Shreveport that was on fire, underground. Now, come to find out, after the fact, the landfill had been on fire for 10 years underground. Our city officials knew about this. And give y'all some real game if you live here in Shreveport. Do you realize you had a burning landfill that was on fire underground for 10 years, less than a half a mile away from your city's water supply? Yeah, if you pay attention, the landfill was located on the Russell Road area. From Russell Road, then it's like about a big, so many square miles, square miles from the Russell Road back to Hearn Avenue, going east and west, then north and south. It was from just say Hersey D. Wilson, not Hersey D. Wilson, just say Blanchard Road up to parts of the Cooper Road. So you had all this area on fire. So what happens when it rains? You have the rain coming down, pushing all this poison down to your water table, which was seeping into your city's drinking supply. This is part of the reason why they have to upgrade the infrastructure. Y'all notice that recently the city leaders have come out saying that they're spending so many millions of dollars to upgrade the water supply, the water system. They have to. To this day, and this has been almost 8-9 years ago, the EPA still haven't given out the results of the water quality test, because our city's water supply was almost worse than that of Flint, Michigan. Yeah, you had a burning landfill, less than a half a mile walk from your city's water supply, and they withheld that information from the public. But my main thing was when that fire came above ground and all that smoke was choking people on the Cooper Road area. And believe it or not, a lot of people were seeing the smoke and didn't equate or make the connection that this smoke. Child, get from over there. Come here. Y'all excuse me for a second. Come here. Inside. Good girl. A little sneaky butt. But anyway, make a long story short, I looked at the fact that my Mathia, who's already having respiratory problems, lives here. And a lot of people didn't know what to do. Hey, I didn't know what to do. I'm just getting out of jail, beating a life sentence almost on marijuana charges. And I was appalled. And I stood up, and a couple of more people stood up with me. And we were able to do something that nobody else was able to do in 40 years. We were able to force this place to be shut down. And from that moment on, people started looking at me as a leader, as a champion on behalf of the people, which all I was doing what anybody should have done. And since then, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, it was a rush. It was one of the biggest exhilarating highs that a person can have to fight the system and actually win. And since then, I found myself unwillingly being called upon by different people for different issues where people were being discriminated against unjustly. People were being deprived of justice. People were, the people in general, whether it be black, white, or whatever, was unaware of the corruption that was taking place. And at some point, I don't know how I became a darling of all these politicians. I'm gonna tell you how it was. Because at that time, that's when I started the Real News Behind the News. And these people were actually trying to use my voice to gain political motivation or trying to use my voice to basically use me as their mouthpiece. Whenever they wanted something, they figured they could throw a dollar or two at me, and I would say what it is that they wanted me to say. But as time came, I started realizing that a lot of these people did not have the best interest of the people at heart. You have black politicians here. I mean, our city and parish are pretty much 60 to 75% black, our leaders. And guess what? Some of them are the worst ones. They're worse than the old white races that they used to talk about. You know, and really what has happened is for the first time now, thanks to a Negro like me and the internet, they're not able to get away with their lies and their deception to the people. They used to could be able to use the major mainstream television and radio stations here to put out a certain message of propaganda and get away with a lot of corruption. They can't do that today because God has blessed a crazy, ignorant Negro like me with the internet, and they can't fight. They can't fight the truth coming out, and it messes up a lot of things for them. And again, not bragging, I've never tried to be a leader. Never wanted to be in this position because this position has made me very unpopular. Think about it. I've been blessed to help a whole bunch of people get elected to high and powerful positions, all the way from your mayor on down, senators, state representatives. And a lot of people say, man, you should have one of them good jobs. Why come you ain't have one of them good jobs? Because they're not going to be seen elevating me into a position where they know they are not going to be able to control the things that I say, because I speak on behalf of truth. Believe it or not, an arrogant sinner like me believes in speaking the truth on behalf of the people. And they don't want a person like me working in a position that they have given me, highly visible, and I tell them to their face, you're a liar. That's not what really is. You're really trying to do this, but you're playing a game telling us that. So I never tried to be a leader. I never wanted this position, but the Creator has given it to me. And instead of running our subscribers away, I must do what I need to do to make them embrace this channel. So again, going back to what the topic I said, there are going to be changes in the way that I bring forth the message. And I'm going to be real. There's a lot of times I didn't give up on the hustling thing, you know, because every time I take a chance on going out there, man, it gets scarier and scarier. I'm too old to be out here in these streets. It's not worth it. Although, I mean, it's stressful. What I'm going through right now, screw it. I mean, if I have to live in a tent over the next few days, then so be it. I refuse to get out here and hustle. I refuse to allow myself to put myself in jeopardy anyway. So that means I'm going to be doing more and more broadcasts on this channel consistently. So at one point I got mad with the subscribers because nobody would support us financially. Even my sister said, why are you asking these people for money? And I'm like, well, hell, the rappers, they support the rappers that they like. They support the pastors they like. They support the politicians. Everybody that they like, they support. But when I ask for any kind of financial support, I'm begging, you know, and it got to the point I was, you know, I was really dismayed and hurt, you know, but I've had 3-4 people who've always supported, but now they are suffering donor fatigue. These people are tired of being the only ones that I call and say, hey, man, look, I need a little help with this rent over here at the hotel, or I need a little food. And these people always come through, you know, and I felt that it was unfair that people would benefit from the knowledge and wisdom and always say they love what I'm doing, but nobody supports. So I even got to the point where, I mean, though we can use the support, I don't ask for it no more because, again, I don't want to be the one, that nigga always big. I said nigga again. But anyway, I can't sleep, so I did this show. just to blow off some steam. You know. Wait a minute. Why? Huh? Something ain't right. I'm not seeing my. I don't know. Oh well. I'm not seeing my comments anymore. Comments should have been appearing. All right, but anyway, y'all pray for me, man, that this channel takes off. I mean, continues to be blessed. Y'all give me a second. I don't see my comments. Anyway, we thank our new subscribers for you know, coming to the channel, and you all caught this channel at the best time because you all going to get a better version of me. Let me see it. I'm gonna put this up here if you all can. Please support us through our Cash App and through our PayPal. Most importantly, keep sharing these videos. We need the shares. We need the likes. Those likes are so important because that helps us get more visibility. It boosts us up in the algorithm and helps us analytically get more views. Because what happens, YouTube is looking for those channels that's getting thousands of views, thousands of likes, thousands of shares. And right now we get 4 likes. On average, for every 10 people that watches one of our videos, we get 1 or 2 likes. That has been going down lately in the analytics. So hitting that like button actually lets YouTube know, okay, people are liking this channel. Let's allow it to be seen up higher in the search engine. So as it goes up, what happened to my comment? Please, I'm gonna put this back up. Give me one. Y'all give me a second. What happens as you hit the like button and the share button, it makes YouTube feel like, yeah, we're going to share this to more people because now they get a chance to allow more sponsors to pay them to advertise on these channels. So that's why it's so important to hit the like button. You know, even if you hit the dislike button, it's letting YouTube know that people are watching this channel. At one point, man, when about 2 months ago, man, we were getting subscribers every day. Yeah, I realized in less than 3 months, we went from just say 1,020 subscribers, and in 3 months we had 300 new subscribers to this channel. A lot of that came though from that one video I did on New Year's Eve with all that shooting. And you know, I mean, I thank the creator for however it happened, but it's a shame that, you know, we like that sensationalism. We like those things that deals with shooting, drugs, crime. We like that stuff that excites people. That goes back to us living in modern day Rome. Remember? Hold on a second. Y'all give me a second. Hold on. I was done. I'm trying to see this man here, bro. I had to ask him for a sandwich. That shit's crazy. I'll give it to Big Dog. Let's see if we're able to get that sandwich. I'll come out and holler at you in a minute. All right. It's crazy when you have to beg for food. Hold on. Please help support me. But anyway, I forgot where I was. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to read it in this video anyway. Oh, y'all give me a second, man. And it's so nasty over here. For real, I'm living in a place that there's no way. I mean, I done hustle. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I done hustle over here a lot of times back in the past. And At the moment, this was the only place I can go with my 3 puppies, but it done got real crazy now. Y'all give me a second. Oh, she must have gotten. There's one girl over here, just raw that dude. I gotta get away from here. But I don't have no choice in a couple of hours. But anyway, I thank y'all for joining, being up with me this time of night. 1 o'clock in the morning, we still had a couple of people come through. We got 5 likes. I mean, I was expecting to be the only person watching this video. I thank you, Londa, for that. I'll call you in the morning, let you know what the latest was on what the latest is on the loan. I mean, the grant is positive news, but it's coming too late because right now I'm so far behind here. It's pathetic, but I'll talk to you about that personally. But again, I thank you all for joining us for these last 36 minutes. I'm probably going to do about 4 or 5 more videos over the next 5, 6 hours because, again, I can't sleep. I'm not going to take a chance on getting out here in these streets doing anything that's going to jeopardize my freedom. I'm at the point, whatever happens is happening for a reason. Maybe to test my faith, maybe to for the Creator to show me that even though it might get down to the wire, I mean, you might have 30 minutes to make this happen and don't know how it's going to happen. The Creator said, hasn't it always happened? And that's another thing I want to be encouraging to you all. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get ready to end this. Just because I don't believe in the God that you might believe in, just because I don't believe in a religious form of God does not mean I don't believe in God. True, I believe in a creator, but I also believe in the creators. I'm telling you, give y'all some real games. The Romans, the Greeks are those people who believed in multiple gods were right. And though I struggle from time to time, I've never had to worry about being homeless. And I've never had to worry about begging for bread. Hey, Miss Holly, what you doing up this time of morning? This is one of Miss Nicholson. She's one of our biggest supporters. You came through for her last night, Miss Holly, because hunger is a hell of a thing. You know, I can't say I'm starving. Really, nobody in America can say that they're starving. But when you get to the point where you only eat noodles every other day, hunger make you cry sometimes. But I'm up this time of morning, Holly, because I can't sleep. Situation is you've been asleep. I haven't been asleep. I took a nap earlier, but I kept getting them knocks on the door from the hotel manager saying I need this and such by such a time. And I got to the point where whatever happens, happens. So I'm just up blowing off steam. That's all I'm doing. Just up talking, trying to keep a positive frame of mind. But here I am. And again, I thank you for that. And again, to our subscribers, Sister Holly, she's one of our administrators here. She's been here from day one. She knows what I've been pretty much through just by following me. I mean, I don't say followers, but just by supporting us from day one. I don't like to say followers because I don't believe that people that watch this channel can be considered followers at all, nowhere, either on this channel or in real life, because only intelligent people will put up with my arrogant, loudmouth nonsense because they see the truth in it. So I believe we have subscribers and supporters. We don't have followers here at the Real News Behind News because that makes it seem like I'm a leader. And again, I'm not a leader. I'm just a person who likes to see righteousness done. But yes, Ms. Holly, I'm going to get ready to end this video. I'm going to go through the news channels and I'm going to do a few more videos. They're going to be real short videos on different subjects that I'm seeing through the headlines. That way when people wake up in the morning, they can they can have a heads up on what's going on in their neighborhood, in their communities, in this nation, in their state, this country, and throughout the world. So again, I'm just up because I can't sleep. I really need to be out there hustling, but I can't do that for some reason. It's just not in my spirit at all. Even though I'm facing a serious ordeal, I refuse to get back out in these streets, man, because it's just not worth it. Friday, uh yeah, we got. I mean, well, when you told me we talk Friday, um, I'm hoping by Friday that one thing that I need to be done will be done because again I've been in touch with the SBA pretty much every day for the last 3 weeks. I mean, yeah, for the last month, but particularly the last 2 weeks. Last week I got a very promising email where they gave me a specific person to talk to concerning my pending deposit. Um, so once that happens, I'm out of here. But it's a fact. I'm probably gonna be out of here in the morning if I don't come up with this something because hotel owners. I understand his point. He has a job to do. I mean, he has a business to run, and he's been very patient with me. And although things that my fault, I mean, not so much as my fault per se. Yeah, it's to that point. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my head up. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I'm gonna come back in about 15 minutes with another video. Um, Headlines for the day. I'm gonna go and look through my headlines, and I'm gonna come back. Secret IRS file: How rich avoid taxes. Must pay zero. We're gonna talk about that because do y'all know that under Biden we thought we was getting a real champion and a hero. But Biden is controlled by Wall Street. I want to show y'all something. Now, I'm at the point where I'm seeing all these fast food restaurants advertising now that they're paying $10 an hour. Whoa, this woman set a world record by giving birth to 10 babies. Wow, this woman just had 10 babies, y'all. We're going to do that in, but anyway, let me show you. Now, all these restaurants, we talking about a livable wage. Do y'all realize $10 an hour really is not a livable wage right now? You know, a livable wage actually is, from what we're understanding, all the research says about $23 an hour. But since COVID-19 and the government giving all this stimulus out, you got a lot of people that's not going back to work. Because, you know, why could you blame? Why the heck would I go back to a job that's only paying me $7.50 an hour, $8 an hour? They only give me 30 hours a week. And if I go back and I wind up getting COVID, I can't sue. I'm stuck out. I'm not getting any kind of compensation. So now, excuse me, you're seeing restaurants, fast food restaurants, paying $10 an hour. Well, think about this. Don't you think they could have been doing that a long time ago? And as if $10 an hour is going to force somebody to come back to work, when in reality, what they're going to wind up doing is they're going to pay you $10 an hour, but they're going to hire 6 or 7 people. Now they only have to give you 15 hours a week, 20 hours a week. So it's a game that's being played to entice people back to work, when in reality, they could have been paying a livable wage all along. It's very suspicious that you can pay $10 an hour just 5 months ago. But now that you're desperate for workers, you can find a way to pay $10 an hour, which in reality is still not a livable wage, because you stop and think about it, the people who are working at these fast food restaurants or just these restaurants, you know, most of them don't have cars. So by the time they take into consideration transportation back and forth to these jobs, they still clean only maybe $150 a week. You know, that's better than nothing. Well, that's better than what I'm making, and I got my own little business. The rain is killing me. I'm thinking about going to take one of these little $10 jobs till I get this grant. Then I'm going to truck driving school. I already made my mind up. It's time for a career change for me. I'm going to get the CDL. That's guaranteed a job for a man at my age, 50 years old, man. McDonald's is, I worked at McDonald's. I did good. I was in management position somewhat. I was working for $10, $15 or $12 an hour when I was at McDonald's. This was just 5, 6 years ago. But I also was selling so much drugs at McDonald's that I almost called it life sentence. You know? I sold more marijuana at McDonald's than they sold hamburgers, literally. In a day, I was setting the name. I'm not bragging, it's crazy. But I took advantage of it. But again, we're going to talk more and more about livable wages, and then too the danger of raising the minimum wage. Really, what we need to do locally is support local businesses, no matter where you live at. The emphasis should be more and more on supporting your local businesses. Because what happens when you raise the minimum wages, the major corporations, the chain restaurants, the Walmarts, the Costco's, the major corporations will be able to afford that extra money. But your local mom and pop stores that helps your community thrive, because you got to realize, Walmart, all that money they make, yeah, they got employees that they pay, but all the profits go outside of your neighborhood. They take all the profits. So your local economy outside of taxes for the city and state, your local economy benefits very little from major corporations. But it's your local mom and pop stores that makes your neighborhood thrive. This is why black people, our neighborhoods are so poor, because if you don't notice, they don't really put chain or corporate in our neighborhoods. We got food deserts and banking deserts in our neighborhood already. When I say food desert, that means very little, if any, grocery stores. We don't have banks in our neighborhoods. That is done for a reason. Because again, we talked about this in another show. You need 4 main institutions in your neighborhood to make your neighborhood thrive and self-sufficient. The first one you need is your own educational system. And we as black people have to have our own school system in our neighborhood so that we can educate our people in truth about who we are, but most also we can emphasize more emphasis on technology. We can math and science, because believe it or not, most people don't think how important math and science is. But hell, if you work at a restaurant, you got to know how to count that money. You got to be able to know how to measure this food. So you need schools. The second one that you need is banks. You need banks in your community to loan and money to help develop the new businesses and infrastructure. So you need schools, you need banks, you also need hospitals to help keep up with all the Negroes getting shot, but most important, to create a better, healthier society. And last but not least, you need grocery stores so that you can feed yourself. Notice this is one reason why they allow the people from foreign countries to infiltrate our neighborhoods. Well, we don't own nothing in our neighborhoods. Everybody that thrives in our neighborhoods are from somewhere else, and all the money is being siphoned out of our neighborhood. We are the sacrifice, and they are the parasites. So we're going to talk about that again in a little bit more in detail. I don't know how I get on that subject. Oh, yeah, we're talking about a livable wage. Free cold bombshell leak. But when you got Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they talk about black people getting welfare. Do you realize the corporations get way more welfare than black people do? They get so many tax breaks. Their tax breaks, the ability to go through loopholes and not pay taxes at all, and then get federal funding for their businesses on top of not paying taxes. The corporations get way more welfare, but they stigmatize us as lazy welfare recipients. Now, your corporation get way more welfare. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and end this show. I gotta go talk to this man here about something very important. This is, you know, they got a food shortage coming up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be back in about 15 minutes. Russian space chief threatened to leave ISS program unless U.S. lifts sanctions. Biden agenda on the threat from within. There's a lot of stories that we're going to come back and talk about in a minute. Super rich bought uptown. New regular folks may live in tents. Now regular folks may live in tents. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And you have people like, I'm going to be real. Y'all think that Joe Biden is our savior? Joe Biden works for the banking industry. You're going to see more and more banking. Hold on a second. Is this somebody? Anyway, let me go ahead and end this show. I'll come back a little bit. Tourist punches crocodile in the face to save twin sister being dragged into water. She sent her iPhone to Apple. Repair text unloaded her news to Facebook. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining me this early in the morning. He did again. Britney Spears bizarre post-draft head up conservatorship hearing. Naked woman trashes restaurant before being tasered in her dress. Trio twerk on top of car. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I thank y'all for joining me this time of morning. These men. Good night, Sister Nicholson. Again, I am so grateful that the Creator has put people such as yourself in our lives over the time that we've been doing what I've been doing. And it's only going to get better. Right now, I know I'm struggling, I'm suffering, but it's only temporary. So y'all, give me a moment. I'm coming back with other with some news again because I can't sleep and I'm just praying for a miracle. If y'all can, again, keep hitting the like button, hit the share button. Exactly, Miss Holly. Education, banks, hospital, and grocery stores. Without those four pillars, you'll never have an independent community. You'll never be able to be self-sufficient. That's one reason why they broke up Black Wall Street. Also, I don't want to seem like a separatist, but we have to start preaching segregation once again, because that is how they basically broke up our financial power. Do y'all realize Black people spend more money? We spend almost $3-4 trillion in America a year, outpacing any other group, and all that money is going outside of our neighborhoods. Literally, we are the biggest consumers on the planet, and if you look at our neighborhoods, we are some of the poorest people on the planet. That goes back to indoctrination with the culture that they're giving us. Y'all give me a moment. I'm gonna come back with another show. Let me go and try to feed myself and try to come up with a few dollars so I can get this man in the morning so I can at least have another day. So y'all see me on this next video. Y'all be blessed. Oh, let me share this. Well, I'll share it. Facebook. Y'all give me a second before I end this. Give me a second before